Alright, seatbelts are fastened. Fuel shutoff valve is off. That's a test. That's the first time that's been off. Alright, fuel shutoff valve is on. Cyclic and collector frictions off. Okay, rotor brake is disengaged. Circuit breakers in. Carb heat is off. Mixture.
Okay, so that's one thing I always teach my brand new students is actuating the mixture only with your with your right hand. Because in the 22, the only time we pull our mixture and engaging is on startup and shutdown.
Yes.
So giving you the habit, just doing it with the right hand, either way under your legs or over your legs, will prevent of pulling you accidentally the mixture in flight. Because your left hand is only for carb heat and trim, and when the right hand is only doing mixture, you're never gonna pull mixture with your left hand.
Alright. Okay. Mixture installed. Okay, landing lights are off. Avionics switches are off. Clutch is disengaged. Altimeter set to field elevation. And the are you a governor switch on or off person?
Off person.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hasn't been flown. No.
No. So we can give it 3 pumps.
I'll give it 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll into the D10. Verify closed.
Yeah, it's close.
All right. Clear?
Alright, my strobe is on, left tail, left hit, and left side is all clear.
Okay. Right there, clear. On the right.
So we're gonna give it 1 more pump.
Visibility 8.
All right, check.
Condition clear.
Clear.
Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius.
All right.
3012. Remarks. Density altitude minus 100. Watsonville Municipal Airport, Watsonville, California. Automated weather observation 2129er Zulu. Wind 210 at 05. Visibility 8. Sky condition clear. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude
All right, gauges are in the green.
100. Watsonville Municipal
1000,
Airport,
1000.
Watsonville, California. Automated weather observation 2130.
1000, 1000.
Wind
Good.
210
Back to both.
at
Right.
04.
All right.
Visibility 8.
All right, carb heats
Sky
check.
condition clear.
The down is
Temperature
already up.
14 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude minus 100. Watsonville Municipal Airport, Watsonville, California.
Right, catch them.
Automated weather
on the group.
observation 2130 Zulu. Wind 210 at 04. Visibility 8. Sky condition clear.
You got all your information?
14 Celsius.
I'll be 14.
Dew point 1.
Runway 20.
All right, so let's do
Alpha,
the
Watsonville.
Where's
Right,
our wind
close check.
coming from?
I'm sorry,
Where's our wind coming from?
80. All right, sprang clutch check.
Where was our wind coming from?
0.
8. Sky condition clear. Temperature 14 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude minus 100. Watsonville Municipal Airport, Watsonville, California. Automated weather observation 2131 Zulu. Wind 190 at 05.
190
Visibility
at
8.
190 at 5.
Sky condition clear.
All right. All right, so 14. Do you interpolate this, or you just go like?
1-4, yeah, I would interpolate because it's right in. If it would be 1-2 or 1-1, that's fine, but 1-4.
Okay, so 22-4 then.
Yeah.
22-4, 23-3.
Yeah.
All right, so friction. All right, governor coming on.
Yeah. Light is off. Perfect.
Watsonville traffic, white Cessna, clear, runway 20.
Just give it a little bit back pressure once the governor's taking
Just
over,
to
so we don't
keep
have
it-
that massive rise in our manifold.
Oh, okay, let it go slower than that.
Yeah.
All right, we're under 15 inches.
Yep.
All right, so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green. Fuel, carb heat.
White Cessna, taxi.
My side
All
is
right,
clear.
all right, lower warning horn. Good.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Looking for the two-stage pickup, nice and easy on the skids. Get your reference point at eye level. And try to counteract every single movement before you raise any further in the collective. You have all 3 controls.
All right, I have controls.
Yeah, gentle forward, left. Yep.
All right, I'm at 21 and a half.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, do you want to go out to the taxi line then?
Yeah, but check your gauges, make your hover check first.
All right, so lights out, top of the green, fuel, carb heat. A little bit no
right,
carb
yeah.
heat. So
I'm gonna raise.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna raise carb heat for you. But good catch. That was exactly what I'm looking for. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well,
did you pull just a little bit, or
yeah,
did
I just pulled a little bit just to keep it outside of the yellow, so we have all the power.
All right, so it's going to come forward to the whatever line this is.
Yeah. So the taxiway center line.
Taxiway center line.
Yeah. Come to a stop right here.
Okay. All right. Clear right for left pedal turn.
The left side is cleared. Right. Keep in mind, especially when the temperatures are getting warmer, that a left pedal turn will increase our power we pull, because left pedal is our power pedal.
Yes.
And when we do it more slowly, we still stay under our 5 minute.
Okay.
Because left pedal will increase our pitch in the tail rotor blades, therefore requesting more power from our engine. And to remain at the same altitude, we need to pull more power. That's the reason why left pedal turn requires us a little bit more power.
So should we, well, we're still going to have to do a left pedal turn.
Yeah, so work yourself forward to the next intersection. And then
the taxiway?
Yeah. Then I can come to a stop, and then I want you to come to a stable hover first. So right now we're pulling 22 inches, and now give me a left pedal turn.
All right, clear right for left.
Clear left. You see how our power a little bit faster probably? And we're descending a little bit, we want to stay at the same altitude. You see that we pull half an inch more.
More.
Right. Just a thing to keep in mind.
Keep in mind.
Right. Cool. And before we take off, I don't know if you've ever got teach that, but for me, I always want to do a twin check. So I'm facing the active runway, which is 20.
Yes.
With the wind we have, then I have the T in the twin standing for traffic. So I'm scanning for traffic if I have any traffic around. Listening to the radio. I can't see anyone on short final. It's a little bit difficult today with the haze.
Yes.
Then the W for wind. So definitely our wind is coming from a 190, like we said, at 5 knots. So we have a little bit of a left quarter-wing headwind.
Okay.
Keep in mind that's one of the positions when the winds get stronger where we can get our LTE. So
weathercock stability.
Right. No, that's main rotor interference. Because our main rotors.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
We're taking off this way. We're taking off this way, 190. We have our 20, so our runway is 20, but we have exactly that left quarter-wing headwind. So probably on the takeoff, just be aware of a little bit more pedal work. Instruments, no warning lights on, top of the green. 1, 2, 3 are in the green, carpet are the yellow. And then the N, the nose into the wind, so we will just face down there, and then you can get your radio call out. Keep in mind it's untowered, so Watsonville traffic. Helicopter 4790 Hotel is taking off the Alpha taxiway, making left close traffic for Alpha.
Okay.
Watsonville in the end.
All right. Okay. So there.
52 Tango Juliet, you guys ready? 52 Tango Juliet, you can go ahead if you're ready.
Alright, thanks.
Can I take off, or they?
Yeah, you can just take off.
Okay.
And make left close traffic for Alpha. Just let them know.
Should I make a call before I take off, or while I'm on the roll?
Yeah, before you take off.
20, straight out departure, Watsonville traffic.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel on taxiway Alpha, taking off taxiway Alpha, parallel 20 for left pattern to taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
Alright, gentle forward, right. Right, waiting for that 40 knots, and then we can pull to our 5 minute, which is 23.3 today. Awesome, especially with those guys taking off now, I want you to aim a little bit for the left side of the road so we don't interfere with the runway environment.
Okay.
Alright, and we're looking for our 700 feet, here is our pattern altitude.
Alright.
And 60 knots.
Watsonville traffic, Sky 9015, leave on the roll 20, straight out departure, we have that traffic, helicopter in sight, Watsonville.
Left side is clear, we start our turn over the fields. Our pattern here is way bigger than in Hayward.
Oh, okay.
So we have a lot of time to set ourselves up. Right, that's our crosswind.
Okay, when did I turn downwind?
Yeah, you can turn down. You see Home Depot on the left side, the orange building? Yeah, we aim for that for our downwind.
Okay.
All right, we are already 650, 60 knots.
Lever 700.
Okay, those birds. Yeah, 760 knots.
All right, so lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb, pulling full carb.
Awesome. And just aim for Home Depot, really overfly the left corner.
All right.
And let them know that we're in downwind for Alpha.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel on left downwind for taxiway Alpha, parallel 20, Watsonville.
Right, so we are beam our spot. We just want to land where we just took off. So you can start gently your descent with a 300 feet. Continue, hold out a little bit. We don't want to overfly it. We aim for the tree line and then we come in.
Oh, okay.
So gentle descent of 200 to 300 feet is perfect. Once we turn final, we want to be where the airplane's sitting right now for the run-up. We want to be at a 300 foot on our altimeter. That will give us the nice approach angle towards our spot.
All right, so I have to lose like 100. So I'll be at 500 MSL.
Correct.
Okay.
And just a normal approach to our spot.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel on left base for taxiway Alpha, parallel 20, Watsonville.
Awesome, right. Keep that in. I don't see anyone on short final and base. It's looking good. All right, right now I already start to determine my angle to the spot. So am I too high, too low, too fast, too slow? So we are way too high. We want to be at 300 feet before we hit our pavement of the taxiway Alpha.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to descend, and I want to be at a nice brisk walking pace right here. So slow yourself down to probably 50 knots and don't descend more than the 300 feet. Right, are we high, slow?
Or high?
We're way too high, right. So, and we have already our 300 foot descent rate. Yep, and don't come to a OG hover, keep that forward pressure in. Do you think we can make it normal to our...
Not normal.
Not normal, okay, so what we do?
Go around.
Right.
Right.
And go around.
Okay, so...
Go around, pull the power first, don't get the airspeed. First the power, so we're gonna get rid of our descent rate, and then we get the airspeed.
Okay.
On the go around, always power first, and then get the airspeed.
Okay.
And we want to climb out, so we want to get back to our 700 feet, so slow yourself down to 50, 55 knots. There we go.
Watsonville traffic, blue helicopter is going around, making left close traffic for the Alpha taxiway, Watsonville.
Okay, so you just call go around.
Right, just call a go around.
Okay.
Okay, so set yourself up better, so start that descent a little bit earlier. So once we're beam our spot, we can already start our descent for the 200 to 300 feet. And keep in mind that we don't want to lose our airspeed. So what I'm looking for on the base leg, I want to be slowing myself down from the 60, 65 knot altitude to a nice brisk walking pace, so approximately 50, 55.
At what point?
On our base leg.
Oh, okay, on the base.
And then when we turn final, I want to be at a nice walking pace. Keep in mind that when we come closer to our ground, so when we keep our descent in, you can start your turn. So when we keep our descent in and we come closer to our spot, if we don't do anything with our cyclic, our walking pace will come to a brisk walking pace and getting even faster. So the closer we come to the ground, the more gradually we need to apply aft cyclic to keep that walking pace. Especially on the final, I don't want you to look inside of the cockpit. I want you to determine everything with your outside reference. How's my speed over the ground, over the surface? The only thing I want to look is the VSI, making sure that I don't descend more than 300 feet. All right, get your downwind check out of the way soon, so you stay ahead of the aircraft.
All right, lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb, pulling from carb.
Yeah, all right. This is Tango Juliet, we'll go ahead.
So our spot is coming alive, right? So we can start lowering a tiny bit. Don't lose your airspeed yet, so keep it at 60 knots.
Traffic, 6 up at Charlie, 6 straight out departure, via west, southwest.
Watsonville. Watsonville traffic, blue helicopter is on the left downwind landing at the Alpha taxiway, Watsonville.
All right. Right, so 500 feet, It's good. We still have our base leg to descend the 200 feet more. It's good.
Oh, do you mean at 300 MSL?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because it's already MSL. Raise collective a tiny bit in the turn right, so we don't descend too much and don't lose your airspeed. Left pedal foot trim. And
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790, tell on left base for taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
slow yourself down. Nice brisk walking pace. And remain either way left or right of the trees. Don't overfly them directly, so in case we need to put it down, we have some room to go. Right, so 400 feet, you can start slowing yourself down more to a nice walking pace, so probably 45 knots right there. Align yourself with the center line, and now eyes outside. Our spot is right where we took off. We want to follow an imaginary zip line from our trim strings down to our spot, and our spot should not move on the windshield.
Right.
If the spot is going up like it's coming in right now, we're coming into shallow, so we're descending too much. If it's going down, we come into steep. We just want to keep it at our windshield, and we don't want to lose it. Right there. So don't lose your airspeed yet. We don't want to come to an OG hover, so keep that forward. Level the ship. We keep our forward speed. Keep in mind we want to reach ETL once we are in ground effect. Right. Gently lowering the collective more. We're just descending 150 feet. Gentle aft cyclic. Slow yourself down a little bit more. There we go. All right. Facing the runway so we know when traffic is coming around. Self-critique on this approach.
I think it was better than when I wasn't looking at the instruments.
Yeah, right. So really keep in mind that you want to spend the most time outside of the cockpit determining your speed with your peripheral vision. Have a glimpse at the VSI once in a while and try to walk yourself down. Keep in mind we want to have that nice descent angle, and especially keeping the spot at the position in your windscreen.
Yes.
I don't know, you're a little bit shorter than me, but for example my spot was sitting right on top of this edge.
Oh, okay.
So if the spot was sitting on top of this edge, I just want to make sure that I keep it right there. If it's moving up, I'm coming into shallow. If it's moving down, I'm coming into steep. And that will help you a lot on confined areas and steep approaches, because that's what we're looking for too. All right, so I want you to do another pattern. We want to do a max performance takeoff out of here and a steep approach back into that same spot.
All right. All right, so I don't see anybody on final or on base, so I am clear right for left filter.
Watsonville traffic, Diamond 52 Tango Juliet.
All right, and I want you to make the max performance takeoff out of a hover, so making it a little bit more difficult. I'm going to set you an obstacle. You see the taxiway exiting to the hangars, the light pavement right there. Our obstacle is at 300 feet over there.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we get over the 300 feet. Your limit, so for max performance takeoff, we want to calculate our limits. It's 23.3 we have.
Okay.
Our obstacle we have, gauges, looking all good.
All right,
I'm going to lower carpet all the way down for you so you have all the power available.
Okay.
And you can get your call out.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790, tell on taxiway Alpha, taking off taxiway Alpha for left pattern to taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
All right, so lights on top of the green, green, fuel, carb, heat.
Watch your power, there we go. Don't bring in back your power, there we go. And slow yourself down a little bit more. That will give you a higher climb rate. We have 250 feet, we want to be at 300. There we go, and now we cleared our obstacle. Right, so there's no need to, we are staying in the HV diagram either way.
Yeah, okay.
So there's no need to go too fast.
Yeah.
You did it good with the acceleration forward to leave our vortices behind.
Yeah.
But once we had hit
some
those...
ETL.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't need to be ETL. Transverse flow effect is fine already. We just need a little bit of performance of the helicopter, and then it's just a matter of being patient.
Okay. I'm just doing the Ken Shimizu maximum rotate. He wants you to pitch forward, for a 40 knot attitude.
Left side is clear. And especially
clear.
on max performance takeoff, not on those simulated we do right here in the airport, but on confined areas, it's pretty important that you get yourself a reference point to your side. Because in case you have a high tree in front of you and you cannot clear it, and you don't climb, you need to abort your takeoff and you need to walk yourself backwards. And if you chose a reference point to your side...
Oh, I see. Otherwise you don't know how far to go back.
Right. You know that your tail is clear. So once the reference point to your side window is coming alive, you know, okay, I'm cleared of my tail and I can set it down again and come up with a plan.
Okay.
Because you definitely want to come out of it.
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right. So lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, carb.
All right. Cool. So you see the intersection?
Where this intersection?
Yeah, just where we just landed. And the other intersection, the light stuff going to the fuel ramp.
Oh, okay.
Before we have the anchors. I'm going to set yourself an obstacle right now with a 300 feet over there. So you have a 300-foot obstacle and you want to make your spot. Let's make it 250. I don't want to make it too hard on you for the first time, but 250 on that.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790, tail on downwind, turning left base for taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
All right, we have a pretty high descent rate in, so we can start leveling out a little bit. Not too much, 100 foot, 200 foot descent is fine.
Okay, so
the intersection, the light pavement, going that direction to all the hangars, that's our obstacle where we want to clear it.
Oh, okay.
You see it, it beamed the 1,000-foot marker?
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Academy, Airport,
And we want to be clearing it at 250 feet. And I told you on the ground, make it as normal as possible to our approach obstacle, and afterwards as steep as necessary.
All right, so
right, nice walking pace. 250, so we need to descend 250 feet before we come in there. So we can get that descent in. Not too much, then 300 feet. All right.
Is my obstacle at 300 MSL?
No, 250.
Oh, 250.
Yeah,
oh.
I lowered carb heat for you, so don't forget to lower carb heat and keep that forward pressure. We don't want to come to hover. That's our ETL. So we're already at ETL. We want to be at ETL over approach obstacle.
I don't think I got the right altitude.
Right. Okay, so we cleared our approach obstacle right now, so we can slow ourselves down. And now again, keep our spot inside. It should not move. We can pull 23, so we pulling 17 right now, so we can even pull a little bit more, slow ourselves even more down. Gentle aft cyclic. 20 for 23. We have 200 foot descent, that's totally fine. $20.5 for 23. There we go. Right. Never forget to pull carb heat all the way down on a steep approach, because otherwise we probably would have pulled more than we could. Because I lowered carb heat all the way down.
Oh, okay, so
right.
don't pull carb heat on the downwind.
On the downwind we need to pull carb heat because we're operating under 18 inches. That was our POA is saying.
Yeah.
But when we do our steep approach in, we want to use all the power we have available. And keep in mind when we...
Oh, okay, so when you're descending,
right.
pull the carb heat because you're on descent. You don't want to get carb ice. But then once you're on the descent, once you're getting set for the steep approach,
Yeah.
then lower the carb because you're going to need the power.
Right. Lower
you're going to need to pull power.
Right. Lower carb heat on final because carb ice will not form within 2 minutes. It takes a little while, and we want to have all the power available we can get.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So I would say we will probably take off, making a left downwind departure to the north,
right.
and we see if we can get some cool-off airports.
Okay.
Runway 10, Monterey Bay Academy.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel, taking off taxiway Alpha for left crosswind departure, Watsonville.
All right, and never forget to check your traffic. If you have a wrong DPE, he's going to tell you on that because you have.
Fail.
Yeah, you haven't checked for traffic.
Maybe ever stop and check.
Yeah.
Okay, clear left.
Watsonville traffic, blue helicopter is remaining at Alpha taxiway, Watsonville.
Especially on these untowered airports, make sure that there's no one around because people are not doing the radio calls.
Yeah, I'm not used to that, so you need to get used to it.
And even on towered airports, never trust tower. He's doing mistakes too.
Yeah.
So always verify.
All right, so I don't see anybody on base. I don't see anybody on final. So we're clear.
All right.
Clear right for left filter.
Don't forget your instruments because we did a steep approach. Our carb heat is all the way down, and we had it in the yellow a little bit. So I'm going to raise it a tiny bit.
All right.
And now we're good to go.
All right.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel, taking off taxiway Alpha for left crosswind departure, Watsonville.
Correction, blue helicopter is taking off the Alpha taxiway, making a left downwind departure to the north, Watsonville.
Left downwind. Okay.
Right. You don't need to accelerate to 60 knots before you race to your 5 minutes. So once you have that 40 knots, you can already race to your 5 minutes because we want to get altitude over speed. Same here. We can climb way better. What is our max climb?
53 knots.
Right. So keep it at 55. And you see we have a 700 foot descent rate and we get our altitude. And altitude is life because we can choose our landing spot. Left side is clear.
Okay. Left clear, clear left, center right.
Yeah, Monterey Bay Academy, Hawk 73, 6 Papa Charlie, is on a left downwind for runway 10. We're going to go ahead and set up for a landing 10, stop, Monterey Bay Academy.
All right, on the way out or on the way back, I'm going to give you low RPM.
All right.
And when you get it, I want you to call it out and say low RPM and then recover. How do you recover from low RPM?
I always forget the back cyclic. So lower collective.
Get your downwind. We set a left downwind departure, so we need to overfly our home depot and keep it at 700 feet for now because we're still in the pattern.
All right.
And once we pass the 0927 runway, we can climb up.
Okay.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel on left downwind, Watsonville.
Yep, I'm just going down.
Yeah, and just.
What do I say?
On the left downwind, departing to the north.
Okay.
Monterey Bay Academy, Hawk 73, 6 Papa Charlie.
Get it at 700 feet. We're 800 feet.
Full stop, Monterey Bay Academy.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4792 Hotel, departing to the north on downwind. Downwind departing to the north, Watsonville.
Let's say left downwind? No.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Let's say downwind.
Okay, so you can get us up. You see the small bump in the ridge line over there?
Okay, direct.
Right at our 12 o'clock position, right.
Okay.
Yeah, just aim for that.
All right. All right, so ground speed 62. Have a tailwind.
So get out of the altitude. Don't pull more, you can probably just apply aft cyclic at that 53. Or we have 20 inches, we can even pull a little bit more. Don't forget your gauges. Check your gauges.
Alright, lights on top of the crane. Something carb heat. Oh.
What happened to our gauges?
What happened to our gauges? My alternator.
I pulled the circuit breaker, and it took you 5 minutes to detect it.
Was the...
So I pulled it, get the airspeed. Don't make it too aggressively, please. Yeah, I just pulled the circuit breaker.
Hey, pull the circuit breaker again, what goes on? Okay.
So make sure that you check your gauges all the time. Get your altitude. We're not climbing. Don't lose too much airspeed. And we can pull 23 for 5 minutes, so why don't we do that for at least 2 minutes to get some altitude?
Watsonville traffic, Trinidad 6 Bravo, crossing Tanner 27 and Alpha. Monterey Bay Academy, Hawk 73, 6 Papa Charlie, runway 28. Now we should have departure towards the west, Monterey Bay Academy.
Alright, let Watsonville traffic know where we are.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790 Hotel, 4 miles to the northeast at 2100 Watsonville.
Okay. And I want you to aim now for that direction. You see the ridgeline over there?
Yeah.
That's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
Alright. And already now, when you know we're going to do an off-airport, you can already make a wind assumption. So when you fly yourself now 62, we have a 63 knot.
Yeah.
So it's super calm up here.
Yeah. I do the power. So if I go 60 knots and go 500, 60 knots, 500 feet per minute, and I have 21 and a half. So I have 2 inches.
Alright, and do you see the grain field right to the left side?
So the ridge to the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a look at that.
The one lower here or the one...
No, on the ridge one.
Okay.
And another good thing to determine your wind correction, if you do that rectangular pattern,
Yeah.
is if you see if you have any drift over the surface. So right at our 12 o'clock position now.
Okay.
The big wide open field.
So would you say I'm about 1,000 over here now? What altitude do you think I'm above the ground right now?
I would say that's probably 800 feet.
800, okay.
So right there. We have the small, not the big open one, which is opening to the bottom, the top one.
Oh, the one over there. Okay.
What do you think at which altitude would be?
What altitude are we now?
No, our spot.
Oh, our spot. I still think I'm like 800 above.
All right, so our spot at 2,000.
All right, so all right. 1,000.
Don't lose your airspeed. All right. Whenever you're ready, you tell me when you start your high recon and what you're looking out for.
All right, so at this point, I see the trees. There's a path there, but I don't see any people. I don't see any wires.
Park traffic here at 427 Juliet is...
As the wind's calm, I'm going to choose the longest method, which is like this way.
Is the wind calm?
Let's see. Let's see. Right now I'm 55, 61, so I have a tailwind right now.
Right.
So, alright, so maybe then I'll be coming across this, across the valley here.
Don't lose your spot. Right, start that turn. You want to keep your spot all the time inside. So we're talking right about down there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so... turbulence, there could be some turbulence from this ridge in front.
Okay, you check for people. There are no people around now. Probably are coming out of the woods some. So we definitely need to watch out because we see that there are trails. Don't make your turn too tight. Make your high recon wide so you can keep it inside, because when you're constantly turning, you cannot determine your speed and your wind. If you make it, because this one is pretty easy, you can do that rectangular course.
Yeah, how far away would you recommend surfing?
Okay, so I have controls.
You have controls.
I have controls. There's our spot. I would keep it at least right here. And keep in mind always our forced landing areas. We have some down there. That's something I told you. We have some fields over there. We can probably make it. And we have the fields to our right.
Okay.
You have all three controls?
I have controls.
All right. People, power. Calculate your power. What is our air temperature up here?
Well...
Don't slow down too much.
13.
All right. 13 degrees. What is our max? Don't slow down too much.
13 degrees, and we're at 2,500.
Right.
So...
Our spot is at 2,000. Let's say it's at 2,000.
At 2,000.
And keep your altitude. You're climbing and just slowing down. Right. And hold it out. So you hold it out, and then you make your pattern a little bit wider. Right. Left side is clear. And keep your altitude. We want to be approximately 500 feet, so 2,500 over our spot.
All right. Something like this. All right. 22-1.
Okay. That was a burp. Sorry.
November 124 Charlie Kilo, you're on this frequency.
What is our power? Don't forget what you were looking for. We had 13 degrees.
13 degrees.
Don't get behind.
22-1.
124.
Right.
22-1. 23.
How much? 22-1? We're at 2,000 feet. I would say 22.
Okay. 22, 20, 22.9.
Yeah, and we knew that our wind is coming kind of that direction, right?
Yeah.
You're getting way too close to your spot, so really making it tight. Give yourself the room. All right, so when we know that our wind is coming from there, now we can start our low feed, so our low recon. So get down to approximately 2,400 feet. And keep keep in mind that we want to be in our, or we want to reach all our available forced landing spots.
Traffic radar 60 camera alert, pattern right crest for departure, Watsonville.
So in case something happened right now, where would you go?
I could go there.
Right, just down there because we have all the way to glide down there.
But as I go now that I head this way though.
We can still make it and turn around, making a 180-degree auto, turning into the tailwind.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to help you on this one a little bit more. So we know that our wind is coming from there. We see that small fields over there.
Right.
Those are all forced landing areas.
Okay.
We have the high ridge line over there. We don't want to fly it because we make it steeper than we can. So we can follow those 1, 2, 3 fields in there, making sure that we clear all our obstacles, making it a little bit nicer of an approach. We can use our headwind for advantage. We can aim directly for our spot. And the terrain is flattening out and it's going into the valley. So even though we can not make it and we need to make a go-around, we have the room to make the go-around because we have a little bit of a down-sloping terrain.
Versus coming down this ridge.
Because it's way too steep.
That's way too steep.
And we can just come in here and working ourselves towards it.
Even now I can turn and make that landing spot to the right.
Right.
All right, so.
Holding it out, don't turn too close. Right. Holding it out. There are our landing spots. There are our landing spots.
So traffic Cessna 674,
all right.
10 miles to the southeast, 3,500 at train.
So landing side, we have the grass. We're definitely not going to put it down. We're going to abort our approach and going to go around either way, just to give you the recon experience.
Okay.
Then our wind, as we said, is coming out of the southwesterly direction.
Okay.
So we come in from a northeasterly heading. So we have that headwind. Our forced landing areas, we already called them out.
Right.
Our entry, I said, for the low, for the first E and low feet, the exit will be to the south as well, to the southeast to have that headwind. And our turbulence is probably some turbulence as we get closer because we have a lot of ridge lines here, so we probably have some mechanical turbulence. Keep in mind that we don't want to come in too shallow so we can still counteract for a possible downdraft we hit. Other than that, that would be our crosswind leg right now.
Okay.
So I would fly out a little bit longer, getting over the ridge line to give me enough room for my downwind turn.
Okay.
And give me enough room to make a nice turn for my final. And you climb again a little bit. We want to keep it at our low recon altitude. All right. Round about here. Don't descend too much. Get your downwind check out of the way.
All right, lights out, top the green, green, fuel. Carb heat, full.
All right. And
now, same thing here. If I'm coming in for the final, am I going to push the carb heat down? No.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Because we want to use all the power we have. How can we determine if we have all the power if we don't push the carb heat all the way down?
We don't.
Right.
Or you can pull another 1.5 inches on...
Yep, but I'm not trusting on that, to be honest.
Okay.
Left side clear. Right. Cool. So slow yourself down. Keep in mind we want to be at that normal as possible approach angle towards our spot. Keep that descent in a little bit. Right. Tighten it in. Alright, so we lost our spot, but we know that it's behind that area.
Right.
So we can just keep walking ourselves down a little bit more. Don't lose the airspeed too much. We have a pretty high descent rate. Level out right here. I mean level out with a turn, not with a descent. Don't come to a hover. Keep that forward speed. Right there. Touch light. That's out again. Okay, you have all three controls?
All controls.
Okay, how do you like it?
Well, I'm pretty steep.
Yeah, and watch at your descent rate. And we're coming almost to a hover.
So it's time to go around.
Right, perfect. Pull the power first. And then get the air.
Okay, so get a climb going.
Yep.
On the VSI.
Yep.
Okay, and then go for airspeed.
All right. So we want to be lower. So you
Okay.
didn't descend enough in the downwind. But we know now that we're 2,000 feet, so our spot is even
lower.
Even lower, so probably 1,800.
Like yeah.
So we can.
Watsonville traffic system 67345 to the southeast.
Did you pull car feet?
Yeah.
Left now 20 Watsonville.
All right, same setup, just.
So maybe a 2100.
Yeah. So we definitely want to descend below our approach path. So we want to keep climbing here a little bit, because now we're just 200 feet over our spot. We still want to have some room to wiggle with.
Okay.
A little bit left pedal weenie. Okay. Cool. No warning lights on top of the green, 1, 2, 3 is in the green, copy just all the way up. And right now you can already start your descent. Start your descent. My left side is clear. Don't forget the right pedal if you lower collective. Don't descend too much. Tighten in your turn. We are below our approach path, so we need to come up a little. Keep that forward pressure in. Right now, if something happens, we can just turn and go down the hills.
Oakdale traffic, helicopter 71150
Alright.
Is 10 miles south of field, inbound for landing. Oakdale.
Shoot for it and get the descent in. Don't speed up too fast, we want to be at a nice walking pace. 45 knots, we want to make it as normal as possible. I'm helping you a little bit on that. So raise collective a tiny bit. Right there, 300 feet. We are above ETL, that's fine. Copy is coming all the way down. You have all three controls.
I have controls.
You have all three controls. And slowly walking yourself in there. Stay a little bit more to the right. Alright. Bring in the power early. Keep that forward. I want you to aim on the top of the hill for the road.
Alright.
Alright, gently. We're coming in way too fast. So gentle after cycling. Watch your descent rate. We're pulling 18 for 23.
And Watsonville traffic system 6734. On the left until down runway 20 Watsonville.
Right, we pulled 19, start your slowdown, and go around. Get your climb out first, and then the airspeed. There we go. Cool, I like the approach way better.
Okay.
We cannot just sit down here because it's private land.
Yeah.
But other than that, we would be able to make it. We were pulling 19 inches, and we could pull 23.
Okay.
So definitely not a problem. Our spot was at even lower, 1,700 feet.
1,700.
Right. Just head back. I have another spot.
Okay.
Now we're looking on fuel. Okay, so looking good.
Left base runway 20 Watsonville.
How do you feel? Still fresh? Or do you want to head back?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
All right. Okay, so yeah, on this, to critique you a little bit on this approach, keep in mind to keep your recon wide enough. Gives you time to determine your drift over the surface, so determining where our wind speed is coming from. Just because we didn't have any wind over there, we probably have wind over here. So just don't take the wind you you got the first time for granted and always cross-check, because we definitely had a tailwind once we were coming closer to the spot like you detected, because we had 64 knot ground speed and 58 of our airspeed indicator. For the approach, give yourself the room. Always evaluating. If you think the spot is at 2,000, we saw it's not, so we need to adjust our flying to that. So
okay.
Our low recon a little bit lower. We came in a little bit too steep. We could have come in a little bit more shallow. When we came around, don't fly too close to the ridgeline, fly more parallel. So don't facing the ridgeline, more parallel, giving us more time to turn around and go to our false landing area down to the fields. Because when we're flying to the ridgeline like that, we need to do a full 180-degree turn instead of a 90-degree turn.
Traffic, helicopter 7115 Sierra 5.
Well, so the
Just for the right side.
Going, landing 28 and side stepping over the ramp, hotel.
so the taller ridge, you're talking about that? Like don't go fly into it.
Yeah, on the base leg. Don't fly. Don't make a constant sweep it right.
Because I was like going 90 degrees into the hill.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you should be sort of making the turn as you come toward the ridge.
Right.
All right, let's hot top the green fuel.
All right, right over there to my left side.
Oh, wait, like
right here to my 9 o'clock position.
Oh, okay.
Watch your descent.
All right, so 70 and I have a 71 knot ground speed and 60. So that means I'm have a headwind. No, tailwind.
All right.
So should I turn around so I'm circling to the right?
So me personally, I like to fly not the side I'm facing because I can check my instruments. Because if I would fly now and I can look down there, I most likely neglect my instruments. So right now you can keep the spot in sight because we did right circles the last time. I want you to practice now with a left circle.
Okay. All right, so let's go out a little bit further.
There we go, perfect. I like it.
Won't go so close. All right, my forced landing area is over there. Head to the left.
Do you think we can make it over there?
Maybe not.
No.
Okay, so I guess I'm always turning to the left. To these fields to the left.
Right, yeah. So I would go right now over there for our forced landing area.
Okay.
Cool. And I want you to come in right in this circle here.
Circle.
To my 10 o'clock position. Yeah, so where we have the trees around.
Oh, okay. All right. I see a path.
Yeah.
See people. Any fences, mostly just trees. So close to.
Try to make it as a constant airspeed and constant altitude. 65 knots and the 500 feet above.
Okay, I think I'm more than 500 feet above. So should I come down then?
Yep, come down a little bit. But still that you can make it. Or you can say I'm staying at that higher altitude because when I turn around I don't have any forced landing areas, and if I stay higher up I can make my spot down here. That's totally fine for me.
Okay. Alright, I think this is low enough.
Alright.
For the high recon.
What about our power?
Alright, so are we gonna go by the alright, so I'm at 2500 13C, so 22.
Don't slow down too much. And don't get too close to your
22.9.
Alright, 22.9.
Yeah.
And 21 at 22. Yeah. Okay. So right there. Okay. High recon done.
Alright, so path in.
Right, where was our wind coming from?
Our wind is 68.
Just verifying. Don't get too close to the, too far away from the foot. Level out, because we know it's ram air. Yeah. Now we have 70 knots. We have 67.
Okay, so I have a little bit.
So it's coming out of that direction.
Yeah.
So normally. All right.
Okay. So I've already failed because I lost my spot.
Right, that's especially when you're not alone in the helicopter. I'm blocking off your spot, so really make sure you keep it inside. It's to our 9 o'clock position now.
Right here or over there?
No, over there.
All right, so I think I want to come in like this kind of curving approach.
All right.
Over the sort of flatter spots.
Okay, watch your airspeed. Don't follow the terrain. Stick to your altitude and the airspeed. So which way you want to come in?
I think I want to come in like along this ridge and then kind of turn into.
Yeah, right. Because we can keep a little bit of headwind. That's nice. And we can make it pretty shallow, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So just following that ridge line
so
into
I would
the
be
spot?
following like this ridge into the spot.
Right, so our spot is past the 2 or 3 trees we have, right? Not this one?
Right,
here?
it's right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So coming in and we have just the approach obstacles over there. Okay.
So I have these trees as obstacles.
Yep. Alright, I can't see any people. So you can set yourself up for the actual approach.
Alright, let's have the green, fuel, car T.
Alright.
5 Rivers
Don't come too low. We have a 650 cent rate and we are already at the altitude of our spot. We still need some room to play with.
Yeah, 616 November Pop.
Extending your downwind right here. You said you want to follow in the ridge line, so extend your downwind right here.
And we also have a catering order. We've been in about 10 minutes.
I would wait a little bit longer. Give yourself the room. We have all the room available. A lot of forced landing areas down there, so no need to rush it. All right. Left side is clear. Hold out right here, because we still can turn that way.
Yeah.
Hold it out.
Okay.
Once we can make our final. And around about now I would turn final, because then we can make it one constantly turn, and we can still escape that way. Alright. High, low, fast, slow. I'm gonna lower carb it all the way for you.
Airport. 7.5 nautical miles. I will enter.
Watch your descent rate.
Downwind. Runway.
Slow down. Don't slow down. We are aiming for that spot.
Runway.
Yeah.
Why are you flying that way?
32. Stop.
Oh, would you like avoid all these trees?
But we could have come in this way. There are no trees. The trees are not that high.
Okay.
Alright, go around.
Go around, okay. Okay, see, I was thinking of coming over the trees.
But the other trees were even higher.
Yeah. No. That was not a good choice.
Watch your airspeed. No need to rush. Make it nice and easy. There's no need to go 85 knots now. Especially be very careful on the level out after when you give that much aft cycling, so we don't get that low G.
Okay.
Okay. Left side is clear, and I like that approach way better because we're coming in already a little bit more shallow. I'm gonna raise carpet all the way for you. No warning lights on top of the green. 1, 2, 3 in the green. You can just focus on the approach. So following the ridgeline, we want to keep holding it out right here so we can, in case we can dive to the right. Get your teeth in. We're climbing. Why are we climbing? We want to get down. Get your descent in. Don't slow down too much. Keep that forward pressure. Right. Way better. Slow yourself down. We're speeding up. Don't want to speed up. We want to be at a nice brisk walking pace. I have controls.
Traffic credit at 60 Tango.
That's exactly the approach angle I'm looking for. You have 300 feet. You have all three controls?
I have controls.
You have all three controls. And aim for the other tree right in between those two so we can clear our tail. What's your descent rate?
Well,
Power feet is all the way down. Gently. Your trim strings are already dead, so really be patient now on the... ...21. Don't descend too much. A little bit to the left. Alright. Yeah, get that tail in because we know we're cleared. Cool. And now I want you to come to OG hover right here. And we head out that way. Gentle, gentle, and just following the terrain down, making sure that we clear our obstacles. So just being patient a little bit, don't pull too much, gentle forward, there we go already. And we can fly out. Alright, was way steeper than we both thought, right?
yeah.
Okay, and we made the decision to come in. That it was fine because it was still safe. Don't rip at that path, please. There's no need to rush it. Yeah, we still made it. Again.
Too steep.
Too steep, right. Get the descent in early and give yourself the time and room and don't rush things. If you do another go around like we did, just do it at 70 knots. Don't rip it up to 85. But yeah, I think the best thing for you to keep in mind, don't stick, every off-airport is different. So treat it differently. You can actually descend down to 1,000 feet as least, so we can stay away of all the fixed wing traffic, and you can hit direct back to Watsonville. I like that you catch the attitude first. Really good.
Alpha with internal wind 20, Watsonville about 10 miles out.
Okay, super.
Full traffic credit at 60 Tango Bravo, turning left downwind 20, Watsonville.
Get us down to 1,000 feet. And let me know when you have the airport inside.
I don't have the airport inside, but it...
Right at our 12 o'clock position, right?
Oh, that's the Home Depot right there.
Right. So right at our 12 o'clock position, we have the intersecting runways.
Okay.
Watsonville traffic, helicopter 4790, hotel 3 miles to the northeast at 1,400 inbound for taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
Perfect.
And Watsonville area traffic citation 489 Charlie Bravo, 8,000 inbound Watsonville.
Good catch. All right, your clutch light is coming on. What do you do?
Start counting 1,000, 2.
More than 10 seconds.
There's a pull of clutch breaker.
Okay. Okay. And what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna Land as soon as possible, convenient.
What? Land as soon as practical or land immediately?
Land as soon as practical.
Okay, would it be the field right there or where would you go? We have that traffic.
Traffic.
And Watsonville traffic citation 9 Charlie Bravo.
I think I would land at the airport.
Yeah, good decision. Me too.
Watsonville traffic running at 6.
Because we have a room.
Turning left base 20, Watsonville, full stop.
Watsonville traffic, blue helicopters joining the left base for the Alpha taxiway. Base traffic for runway 20 is inside Watsonville.
Alright, again, following the tree line out.
Okay.
What would be, so we're 1,000 feet, we want to be at 700 feet pattern altitude. What would it be, which kind of approach do we shoot? Just a normal approach?
Traffic credit at 6.
Yeah, okay, just normal.
Deep approach? Which kind of approach do you choose when your clutch light is on?
Traffic citation 9 Charlie Bravo.
Oh, no, normal approach.
Nope. We want to choose...
Running and landing?
Right.
Running landing.
Because we don't know, tighten it out, we don't want to come straight in, we want to make our base leg. We have the short final traffic inside.
6 Tango Bravo has the helicopter in sight.
Watsonville traffic 4790 Hotel, have the plane on final. Watsonville.
Alright, so we want to make a shallow run on landing because we don't know if our belts in the back are tensioning or loosen up. So we don't know if
we don't know if we can have power.
Right, so we want to make a right, nice run on landing. And I'm going to limit yourself to, what is the power setting you normally do? 20 inches? I'm going to limit you to 19 inches.
Alright.
Right, so we want to come in shallow. And we're aiming...
And Watsonville traffic citation 9 Charlie Bravo, turning left base 20 Watsonville.
Hold on for the traffic. Alright, and what do we...
beyond them.
Yeah. We're gonna aim for the last intersection 1,000-foot markers because they're exiting.
Okay.
Which already solved your problem because you came in way too steep. So right now we are on a nice shallow approach angle. Not the one they're turning, the next one to the runway.
Yeah.
So hold it out a little bit. Don't come down too close already. You can just pull 19 inches. We're already pulling 18. Don't forget to lower your carpet all the way down on a run and landing because we want to use all the power we have. Good. We're looking for a nice air taxi profile like we have it right now. From the 40 feet, 40 knots, we're going to slow our descent. Bring the power in early. Not too much. Keep that forward pressure. Level the ship. We're pulling 18 inches for 19. So we just need to be a little bit more patient on that. Eyes outside, eye level, eyes outside. And don't be surprised that the ground meet us. So we have 19 inches. We cannot pull any more. So we just need to be patient a little bit. Lower the collective a tiny bit more. Being patient for the ground meet us. Keep ourselves in trim. And level the aircraft before we touch down and raise collective a tiny bit. So increase the friction. We have a person over there. Keep it over there. Right. Okay. What do you think? No, just keep it on the ground. Self-critique on the running landing.
Oh.
Watsonville traffic, Cessna 999 Quebec, about 3 miles southwest of the field.
I don't know, I thought that was
45 degrees.
pretty good, but
Downwind for runway 20, Watsonville traffic.
a little, I don't know.
Okay.
Shallow?
Yeah, so for the spot we wanted to hit.
Oh, okay, to hit the spot.
Yeah, so we definitely came in way too steep for the spot we want to hit because the airplane was pulling out of the runway in front of us. You got lucky because we chose the next intersection to make it. We overshot a little bit. But for the run on landing, I want to come in shallow. We were at 500 feet over the beginning of our pavement, way too high.
Yeah.
So we want to keep that descent in early. And then keep your power setting in mind. I gave you 19 inches and we were pulling already 17. So when we cannot pull any more power, the only way to keep our power there is accepting a little bit more forward airspeed. Okay, you can pick us up because we have the gentle, no need to rush.
Traffic citation 9 Charlie Bravo, clear all the runways.
Clear right for left filter. Or do you so many sidestep?
Yeah.
Or just go back?
Yeah, you can just go over there a little bit and then go to the grass to the left.
sidestep over here.
Yeah.
Watsonville traffic, Cessna 909 Quebec, entering the 45 left downwind for runway 20 Watsonville.
All right. Yeah, so we came in a little bit too steep, and then when we don't have the power available, we just need to accept a little bit more forward airspeed, because when we accept more airspeed, we are more efficient and we can keep the power where we are. There's no problem of setting a 22 down on a running landing with, I don't know, 45 knots. That's totally fine.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is, which we need to keep in mind, the faster we are setting down, the more quicker we need to be on the pedals. Like you've been on the collective, on the cyclic, we drifted to the right. We really need to keep that pressure and to remain over the center line and maintain our heading with the pedal. No, our heading with the pedals and our direction of travel with the cyclic. And gradually, a little bit earlier and a little bit more constantly lowering the collective to increase the friction on the skids. So we actually slow ourselves down and we don't slide for 100 feet.
Right.
Because slowing ourselves down on a running landing is just collective work. If we slow ourselves down with aft cyclic, keep in mind there's the danger to chop off our tail.
Right. Tail
Cool.
Right.
Yeah, for running landing is probably the maneuver where you need to be the most patient. So once you hit your limit I set you, so 19 inches, eyes outside, eye level, and just let the ground meet you.
Yeah.
Have a glimpse at the inches again, but just let the ground meet you, and when you're coming closer to the ground and you think you're touching down in a second, that's the moment where we want to level a little bit. Even though if we level and we probably gain another, I don't know, 3-4 knots of airspeed, that doesn't matter because we're setting down level, we're going to touch down level, and we're just 1 feet off the ground. All right. Do you still feel fit?
Yeah.
Probably a slope.
Okay.
All right, my left side is clear. Give me a left pedal turn, please.
All right, clear right for a left pedal turn.
All right, and I want you to walk ourselves to the other grass. Don't go sideways. Yeah.
Nobody on the taxiway. Right. Do you make a call on taxiways now?
No. Okay. Because I'm towered. And you see we don't have a solid line here, so there's no boundary.
Oh,
For example, in Hayward you need to request operations in the grass.
Right.
We don't do it here. All right, so work yourself forward a little bit more. A little bit more. Cool, and right here I want you to sit me down. I'll have controls real quick.
Okay. You have controls?
I have controls. I want you to set myself down here.
Okay.
You have all 3 controls?
I have controls.
You have all 3 controls. All right, for the slope landing, eyes outside, eye level, and just releasing the pressure on the collective is already enough. So we're descending down slowly. Don't look too close to the helicopter. Keep in mind your skid is going to touch down first. And when it does, we want to balancing it a little bit before we actually set down all the way. Right there. Not close. A bit more. Don't go down. Eyes outside. There we go. Keep it. Keep the skid in the slope. Increasing the weight on the skid a tiny bit by lowering collective. And gently setting yourself down. Keep that pressure in. We don't want to slide down. Awesome. And now I want you to get your pointer finger out on the collective hand. Lowering the collective and tell me when your pointer finger hits the metal.
Oh. Okay.
All right. We want to make sure that we're good, so we don't slide. And now we can lower the collective all the way down. Awesome. Pedal central and cyclic center too. All right. Yeah, I really liked it. You were able to balancing it. That's pretty important because we don't
You don't know the stability of the surface.
Right. You never know how the surface is because right now we see we're a little bit aft and tilted to the left, which we didn't expect, or at least me, I didn't expect before. And that's something why we want to keep it level instead of our upslope skid is attached to the ground, just drop it down because then we can slide down. So we really want to keep that pressure into the slope, balancing the helicopter first and then slowly increasing the weight on the upslope skid and then setting the helicopter down. Awesome.
Okay.
And I want you to pick us up again.
All right, so my skid is clear, your skid is clear?
My clear as well. So we need to apply a little bit pressure into the slope. Raise collective tiny bit and same on the pickup, just be patient. And keep in mind as soon as we'll light on the skids, Miles is coming up first and you already need to apply a little bit of left pressure on the cycle so we don't get that rolling moment. I want you to balance the left pedal a little bit, That was probably too much. Don't go forward. Get the skid up. Right, we're already off the ground. Right, try to balancing it. There we go.
Watsonville traffic, runway 716 Lima, 7 miles north, gonna fly over the coast and descend and enter left track.
Alright, get us pick up. I have controls.
You have control.
I have controls. I want you to set us down right here.
Alright.
You have controls.
I have controls.
You have controls. Have you ever done it with the left skid?
Yes.
Okay.
Done both sides.
There we go. Nice, balancing it. Keep the pressure. Keep the pressure. And increase the weight first and then gently lowering. A little bit fast in the end.
Fast because
but
if there was too much slope, I would have been too much.
At least we didn't slide down. That was good.
That was too fast.
Alright, balancing it. Get us to a level attitude. There we go. Your slopes are pretty good. Awesome. Yeah, and we want to exit normally in a 45-degree angle. Yeah, but good. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Cool. All right. How do you feel about hover autos?
Those are sort of so.
All right, cool. I would say then we're going to do that and then we call it a day.
Okay.
All right. So I have controls.
You have controls.
I have controls. So what are you struggling the most on a hover order? Is it the pedal? Is it the
collective.
raising? What? Collective?
Yeah.
Being patient? All right. So what I wanted to do first, I'm going to demonstrate it to you, and I just want to see how your pedal work is.
Okay.
Coming down right here.
All right.
And just be patient. There we go. I want to be light on skids like we are right now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do a hover order. I'm going to roll all the way off, and I want to keep my heading.
All right.
A little bit more light on skids like there. Hover order in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and I want to see the same from you just to make sure that you have the coordination of, because I've never done one with you.
Okay.
And then we do it from a 1-foot hover.
Okay.
Alright. Oh.
Just keep some pressure on the throttle as it rolls,
right.
The governor rolls up.
Alright, get us light on skid. And then whenever you're ready, pull the throttle off and keep our heading. And call down hover order 3, 2, 1, please.
Alright. Hover auto in 3. Am I on light on skid?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is a little bit of slope. Alright, hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. Alright, bring it back up. Get ourselves into a 1-foot hover. Wind is still coming out of the southwesterly way.
Jacksonville traffic, Bonanza 601 Echo, 5 miles to the northwest, inbound flying, planning downwind for the runway, crosswind to downwind, runway 20 Watsonville.
Pedal, settle, race. Keep in mind, wait tiny bit of a second before we race collected.
All right, so hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know what your problem is. Was a perfect hover auto. A little bit of a drift to the left.
Yeah.
You race collective a tiny bit too early, just a tiny bit, but we were still able to set down in casual landing and a little bit aft cyclic. So the only way we accept a hover auto is a little bit forward cyclic, so kind of a running landing, mini run-on landing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just try again.
All right.
And a good tip for you, if the DPE on the check ride is not requesting it, do it right where we do it and don't align yourself with a center line, because then it can be more harder on you at determining your turn and all that.
Okay.
All right. Getting a little coffee in here.
How high do they usually do for the check ride? Or is it my choice, or?
Depending, most likely it's your choice, or at least it was in my check ride like that, and all the check rides I heard.
Because I would choose like maybe a foot or foot and a half.
Yeah.
Right, a low hover.
Yeah. All right.
All right, hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, wait, race.
Let's see.
Yep.
Too fast.
Yep.
That's my problem.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, too fast. Wait a little bit. So roll off and wait and then race.
But you do one. You do one.
Yeah, I do one.
From
all right.
A little higher.
All right, I have all three controls.
You have all controls.
I have all three controls. Pedals neutral, roll up. Going taking over at 80%, a little bit back pressure.
On the midfield crosswind for downwind runway 20 Watsonville.
It's been a while. Mine's gonna be probably worse than yours because I'm only teaching students and I'm not able to fly.
Didn't Chris? Okay, I was there when you did your interview.
Yeah.
Did he make you do a hover auto at the end?
No.
That wasn't a hover auto. At the end of the.
I don't think so.
When you came back to the ramp.
I don't think so.
Oh.
All right. Cool. So eyes outside. Left hand on the grip. Gonna be a hover auto in 3, 2, 1. Wait. Race collected. All right. Critique me.
Well, we were going back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely something we want to avoid.
And I guess we need to wait a little bit longer to pull.
Right. Even me, I was pulling too early. Wait a little bit longer.
But what happens if you pull too late? Well, then you hit the ground too hard too. If you wait too long to pull,
yeah, it's right.
You're gonna hit the ground hard too.
Yeah,
right?
It's right in between. So what happens if we race too early? We're gonna stop our descent, and either way we're climbing again a little bit, especially when you do hover autos in 44s, or we just stop our descent and then drop down. So it's right. The measurement.
It's hard to be exactly.
Yeah. And I would always, or what I do is always hover auto with students in the end of a lesson, depending what you did prior. So if you did a straight or rotation, I don't want to do a hover or rotation just afterwards, but.
Plan 0, not turning final, runway 20 Watsonville.
All right, try one more, and then I think we head back. Pedal, settle, race.
All right.
Pedal, settle, race.
All right, so hover auto in 3, 2, 1.
Pedal, settle, and race. There we go. Hold on, you had the tendency to race again a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I blocked you a little bit on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You had that tendency to drift to the right, so you gave a little bit too much left cyclic. We came a little bit more to the left. But try to memorize every single time, pedal, settle, race, and try to talk yourself through while you're doing it.
Oh,
pedal,
settle, pull.
Race, and pull. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Bring it back up. Okay.
Watsonville traffic, 60 Lima, left downwind, 20 Watsonville.
Right, clear right for
Clear left.
middle turn.
Right, just normal way back. Right here.
Oh, do we just stop and then just turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually leave one T in between, aim for the one now at the 12 o'clock position. Eyes outside.
Watsonville traffic, 60 Lima, left base, 201.
Alright. Because I forgot to give you low RPM on the straight and level, I just gave it to you on the set down. Keep it at 75. Now we can already keep it down here. I have the friction for you. Select the friction is on 2. And that's coming up.
Watsonville traffic, 60 Lima, turning 501.
So, are you gonna be in? Are you gonna be on Hayward on Fridays now, or just every so often?
No, I'll be there definitely on Mondays.
Okay.
We're gonna be there next Friday and next Saturday, and then I need to talk to Levi and all the other guys which day will fit for them too, because I'm planning on going 2 times to Hayward.
Okay.
Watsonville traffic, Cessna 10.
Well, Friday would work for me, because that's the only day
Alpha approach about
or the weekend. I guess
5 miles
the weekend, but
to the
Friday.
I'll see how it goes.
southeast of the field.
Yeah, most likely I think it's a good way of having a day in between here in Watsonville, so I don't have 2 days after each other going up early and coming back late.
Yeah, because that's pretty far.
Yeah. Well,
How long does it take you to get up there?
1 hour 15, so it's not too bad, honestly.
That's actually pretty good.
And I was driving the speed limit, so I was not ripping it down with 80.
Yeah, just to see how.
Yeah. All right, I would say it's good enough. It's already dropping.
Watsonville traffic, air program vehicle traveling south on taxiway Alpha, Watsonville.
Okay, so we always pull mixture with right hand.
Right.
Cessna 10 Delta is leveling at 1,600. We're 2 miles to the field, Watsonville.
Watsonville traffic, 60 Lima, clear 20 Watsonville.
flight suit's pretty warm. The flight suit's pretty warm.